And let us be very frank in accepting that even though many of us have proper infrastructure and proper internet connections, but still the quality of education we are receiving is not up to the mark. In the wake of COVID-19 pandemic awoke the necessity to reschedule and restructure our educational infrastructure. In order to do so, we switched to all digital interfaces. Students as well as teachers, all of them had to resort to online ways of learning. In no time, Zoom, Microsoft Teams and Google Meet like applications saw a surge in their usage. It all happened so fast that we skipped to ponder over the very fact that India currently lacks the required infrastructure to teach its students digitally. The transition has been very smooth for the privileged ones. The unprivileged ones have been into the pitfall, all because of lack of internet services and digital devices like mobile phones and laptops to view online content, thus leading to poor and unequal quality of educational services. These unequal levels of access leads to a digital divide among the students who are accessing online education. However, many countries across the globe are taking groundbreaking measures in order to bridge this digital divide. India too is experiencing the same problem. Thus, it becomes inevitable to talk about these problems, bring these problems into light and address such issues. So, we'll be talking about various countries who have taken groundbreaking measures and what measures they have taken. Before that, let's get into the shoes of extent of digital divide in Indians. The NSS report, the National Sample Survey report of 2017 and 18 states that only 23.8% of Indian households had access to internet. The same number drops to 12.5% when considered Indian households with students who have access to internet. Simons 2020 reported that more than 50% of people with fixed broadband connections had poor internet connectivity at their homes. Furthermore, more than 3% of people face cable cuts, 11.47% of people face power issues, and 32% of people face signal problems. Another survey by University of Hyderabad revealed that only 50% of students had laptops with them. Only a quarter had proper internet connections, which in turn had affected their attendance rate as well. Even students from premier institutions like IIT are facing inadequate internet connections and lack of proper electronic devices back in their hometowns. Let us be very frank in accepting that even though many of us have proper infrastructure and proper internet connections, but still the quality of education we are receiving is not up to the mark. Not only because of poor infrastructure or poor internet connections, but also because of lack in training digital education, both on the part of teachers as well as students, was among the top reasons for the failure of motive of revival of education even when we were locked up. Surprisingly, the problem of digital divide is not at all unique to India. In fact, many countries in the world struggle to provide the required infrastructure to stream internet seamlessly. But the great lockdown has transpired many innovative ideas among the countries to meet the demand of internet and to cater to the increasing demand of e-schooling. Jamaica, South Africa and Argentina have provided zero-rated educational websites to their children. Zero rating is a practice wherein all the consumers are given access to a website without any financial cost. Kenya is also trying to improve its network coverage by introducing Google's Loon balloons. These are the balloons which float in the airspace and provide 4G base stations. Developing countries have resorted heavily on televising the educational programs because people find television more accessible than online educational services. In India, we need stronger infrastructure to be able to provide uninterrupted internet services, and we need to make laptops and smartphones more cheaper and more feasible for students if we are to bridge the digital divide. Learning from other countries can be very useful. Similar initiatives can be taken up by our government, and we can also partner up with private service providers in order to make things cheaper and accessible for the students. Also, we should not forget the fact that we lack in training of digital education. Both students and teachers need to be educated how to learn and how to teach digitally. India can also harness this opportunity by manufacturing digital devices. Yes, by manufacturing more and more digital devices, it will be providing students more and more access to educational services. But in the end, it will be serving the twin purpose of indigenous manufacturing and bridging the digital divide as well. Internet services in India are amongst the cheapest in the world. Thus, if we give push for digital literacy, then both the manufacturing and service sectors will lead to a meaningful change in e-educational space. Being a student, it was my noble responsibility to bring forward all the problems of the students and to throw light upon all the things which are not being talked about. Now, some of you may ask, why are you doing this? Why are you bringing forward these problems? Why are we not talking about solutions? Problems के solutions ढूंढने के लिए problems का पता होना ज़रूरी है, awareness होना ज़रूरी है। मेरे हिसाब से awareness फैलाने से फ़र्क ज़रूर पड़ता है। awareness फैलाना ज़रूरी है। solutions तभी निकल के आएंगे जब हम problems के बारे में बात करेंगे। So come on people, join hands with us. Share this video to every person possible who needs to know these problems, who needs to take action upon these problems. We'll be very overwhelmed if you share this video more and more. Thanks for watching.